Hello, everyone. So this next presentation is going to cover the forms and training required to participate as a technical review committee member. And just as a brief intro, my name is Shayan, and I am one of the grant analysts assigned for the solicitation process of the Specialty Crop Block Grant Program. So to begin service as a technical review committee member, there are 4 items that must be completed this year. They include the conflict of interest form, the Statement of Economic Interests, or Form 700, which must be completed as you begin your state service and again as you end your state service, the ethics training, and the sexual harassment prevention training titled the Maintaining a Respectful Work Environment training. And although you may see different due dates in the materials you receive, CDFA requires that all forms and trainings be completed by Friday, December 4th, 2020. So the conflict of interest form is included today in the handout section of GoToWebinar. Please download the form directly from GoToWebinar. However, if you're having trouble downloading the form, please let us know and we'll send it to you via email. And that goes for the rest of the handouts as well. If you're having trouble downloading any one of those, just let us know and we will send those to you via email. So for returning reviewers, note that we are not requiring the Oath of Allegiance form this year. Due to the review process moving entirely online, there will be no travel reimbursements this year as opposed to prior years, and thus that form is no longer necessary. Go ahead and complete, sign, and return the conflict of interest form by email to grants@cdfa.ca.gov. By signing the conflict of interest form, you are committing to serve as a member of the 2021 SCBGP Technical Review Committee and agreeing to disclose any conflicts of interest. And although we do our best to identify possible conflicts of interest as we assign projects for review, ultimately we rely on you to screen all of the proposals assigned to you for any possible conflicts of interest. It's important to notify CDFA of any conflicts as soon as possible. As a reminder, a few sources of conflict include if you have helped develop a proposal or you will be involved in a project, if a proposal was submitted by your employer or another organization you are affiliated with, if you or a family member could benefit financially from the project, or if there are any other factors that could prevent you from conducting an impartial review of a proposal. We encourage you to screen all of your assigned proposals within the next week so that you can let us know of any conflicts right away. And in addition, by signing the conflict of interest form, you are also agreeing to not disclose information that you have access to because of your role as a reviewer. You should not discuss proposals or any details about the content of the proposals or reviewer scores and feedback with anyone outside of the technical review committee, which includes both reviewers and non-reviewers. In particular, it is especially important that you do not discuss proposals where you have a conflict of interest. Attempting to influence the scoring of proposals where you, your family, or your employer can benefit is considered a serious ethics violation. Complete the form by selecting the Specialty Crop Block Grant Program from the drop-down menu, filling in your personal information, and signing the hard copy and scanning it or entering an official electronic signature or e-signature. And note that the e-signature must be official. Forms with a name typed in the signature box will be returned. When completed, return the form via email to grants@cdfa.ca.gov. And be sure to read this form carefully to make sure you understand the requirements. If you have any questions at all about what constitutes a conflict of interest, please feel free to contact us. This year, the remaining 3 items each technical review committee member is required to complete will be coordinated through the EDisclosure System hosted by South Tech Hosting. These include the Statement of Economic Interests, Form 700, and sometimes referred to the Assuming Office Form, the Ethics Training, and the Sexual Harassment Prevention Training. We will add all technical review committee members to the EDisclosure System hosted by South Tech Hosting. The website will consolidate many functions into one location. CDFA may occasionally send supplemental emails regarding trainings as needed. However, we anticipate that most or all emails regarding the Form 700 Assuming Office and Ethics and Sexual Harassment Prevention trainings will come from South Tech Hosting. As in previous years, the Form 700 will be completed on the EDisclosure system. However, note that the ethics and sexual harassment prevention trainings will each be completed on websites other than the EDisclosure website. As with the case last year, Technical Review Committee members will be required to upload certificates of completion from these trainings into their EDisclosure account. Certificates of completion should not be submitted to CDFA via mail or email. However, if you are experiencing issues uploading documents, please feel free to contact us and we will be happy to assist. And once added to the EDisclosure system, you will receive a series of emails that explain how to access these 3 remaining requirements and include specific instructions and links for how to proceed to complete them. The first email you will receive will congratulate you on your appointment as a Technical Review Committee member and include a list of the 3 requirements that will be coordinated through the EDisclosure system, which are the Form 700 and Ethics and Sexual Harassment Prevention Training. In addition, it will provide instructions that include specific requirements for each and indicate where additional help can be found for each, including links to references. It will also provide information about logging into or creating a new account in the EDisclosure system. If you have used the EDisclosure system to file a Form 700 in the past, you can use your existing password to log in. However, if you are a new Form 700 filer, this email will refer you to a second email which will provide links and instructions for setting up what the SouthTech hosting system calls an EDisclosure account. This is what the EDisclosure homepage looks like, and new filers should enter the login ID and the temporary password provided in the second email and follow the instructions to complete the new account setup. After you have logged in or created a new account, you can navigate to the current filings page using the menu on the left side of the screen. And note that this menu also includes helpful, easy to understand user guides and video tutorials should you need them. In addition, the system can be accessed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This page lists the items that need to be completed. This is where you will also access and complete the Statement of Economic Interest, Form 700. The Statement of Economic Interest, Form 700, is required by the California Fair Political Practices Commission. As a Technical Review Committee member who influences the funding decisions of the Specialty Crop Block Grant Program, or SCBGP, you are required, as mentioned before, to file the Form 700 both when assuming office and leaving office. The Form 700 must be filed within 30 days of the date you assumed your position as a Technical Review Committee member. The official start date for the 2021 SCBGP is Wednesday, November 4th, the date that all Technical Review Committee members will receive their assigned concept proposals to review. Therefore, the deadline to complete the Form 700 is Friday, December 4th, 2020. And please be aware that if you do not file by this date, you will receive a non-filer notification indicating that Government Code Section 91013 imposes a $10 fine per day up to a maximum of $100. In an effort to help avoid these fines, SouthTech Hosting will send friendly reminder emails as the deadline approaches. To complete the Form 700 in the EDisclosure system, check the box on the Form 700 line and click the Start Filing Now button. If you have questions as you are filing the Form 700, we encourage you to view the filer video tutorial located under Video Tutorials in the menu on the left side of the screen, or feel free to call or email the Office of Grants Administration directly. The ethics training is required by the Department of Justice's Attorney General's Office and is provided on the Department of Justice's website. You will receive an email with links and instructions specifically for this training, and you may access the Department of Justice website via the link in the email or through the EDisclosure system by clicking on the Ethics Orientation for State Officials link in the menu on the left side of the screen. Reviewers should anticipate spending 1.5 to 2.5 hours to complete the program, and the training must be completed once every 2 years and must not expire before May 2021. And remember that the deadline to complete the training is Friday, December 4th. So this is the entry page for the California State Ethics Training. If you have taken the training before, you can log into your account with your email address and password. If this is your first time completing the ethics training, you will need to create a new account. And for returning reviewers from last year who have already completed the ethics course, you will not need to retake this training. The EDisclosure system will already have your ethics training certificate stored. If you did complete the ethics training last year for the SCVGP and believe you were mistakenly sent an email requesting you to complete the training again, please contact us and we will assist in rectifying the issue. Please note that there are a number of sections within the ethics training that must be completed. If you are not prompted to complete these sections, you are responsible for locating them and completing each one in order to successfully complete the program. These sections will also be listed in the ethics training email that you receive from South Tech Hosting. We recommend having that email handy as you go through the training. If a filer submits an incomplete ethics certificate, it will be forwarded to the Department of Justice's Attorney General's office with a request to audit the filer's training. If found to be incomplete, the entire training may need to be repeated. If you have completed the ethics training already through another employer and it is valid through May 2021, it must show all of the required sections in order to be accepted. When completed, print your certificate of completion, sign it, and upload it into the EDisclosure system. And I will review how to do that in just a moment. The final training requirement is the sexual harassment prevention training. Effective January 1st, 2019, California requires harassment prevention training for individuals who make decisions on behalf of and recommendations that impact both the department and various other entities. As such, you are required to take a harassment prevention training class that meets the California state requirements. You will receive an email with links and instructions specifically for this training. The training is offered through the CDFA Online University, which cannot be accessed through the EDisclosure system. Reviewers should anticipate spending 2 hours to complete the program. And the training must be completed once every 2 years and must not expire before May 2021. For returning reviewers, this training did in fact change from last year, so you will need to retake this new sexual harassment prevention training course again this year, even if you completed it last year through our online university. As a reminder, deadline to complete this training is December 4th, 2020. An exemption from this training may be made for technical review committee members that have attended training from one of the listed entities and has a certificate of completion that does not expire before May 2021. Approval will be made on a case-by-case basis by filing officials from CDFA. If you have completed training from one of these entities, please upload your certificate of completion into the EDisclosure system for review. The filing official will notify you whether or not the certificate or the training has been accepted. And please note that the time spent on the training should be listed on the certificate being uploaded. So this is the entry page for the CDFA Online University, where you will find the sexual harassment prevention training, also titled the Remaining a Respectful Work Environment EEO Compliance Training. If you have used this system before, you can log in with your existing username and password. If you are new to the system, click the sign up button to create a new account. And for those that completed the sexual harassment prevention training, as mentioned before, you will need to retake the training. When creating a new account, after clicking the sign up button, you will be taken to the sign up page. You'll need to enter the board committee members for the enrollment key name, then click sign up. And when you go to the sign up page, simply enter your first and last name, email address, and create a password. Select Administrative Services for the division from the drop-down menu, and then click Sign Up to create an account. Once you have completed either the ethics training and or the sexual harassment prevention training, you will need to upload your certificates into the EDisclosure system. In order to do this, click on the Current Filings button in the menu on the left side of the screen, then click which certificate you want to upload. For this example, I will walk you through the steps of uploading the ethics training certificate. Check the box on the ethics certificate line and click Start Filing Now. In order to upload your training certificate on this page, you will enter the date of completion, the training agency, which for the ethics training is the Department of Justice, the length of the training, and then browse your computer to upload your certificate and then hit finalize. And finally, CDFA maintains a Technical Review Committee resource portal website with helpful information. The web address is noted at the bottom of this slide. We encourage you to add it to your favorites or your bookmarks in your web browser so you can get to it easily. And most importantly, at the top of the website, you will find our email address and phone number. If you ever have any questions, we are available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You will also find links to a recording of this webinar should you want to review it again, and that should be available for viewing by tomorrow. The 2021 RFCP and other SCBGP materials you will need to reference in order to review your assigned concept proposals. And there will also be a link to the Financial Assistance Application Submittal Tool, or FAST, the system you'll use to access and submit your reviews. And the next presentation will cover the FAST system. And last but not least, you will find the TRC schedule, which highlights the review timeline and important dates you will want to add to your calendar.